Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. Now, last episode we got our power gen upgraded, we got osmium for the first time, and I am just trying to sort out how I want to... I'm finally going to start breaking some of this stuff down and getting it placed for its permanent location. Because I don't want all this... The stuff isn't going to stay in here forever. It was just... before I got AE, it needed to be in there. So I'm just kind of trying to decide how I want to do this. And I have two... I'm thinking like two things. And one of them is... I leave this here, and eventually we'll probably get a fusion reactor and... plasma turbines, and that will be our power source. And then I can just maybe like right next to it, like over here. Now fusion reactors take up a big blueprint, so it needs to be a decent size. I could even... I mean, I'm probably not going to break this down, just because I like it. I think it looks really cool. And we're probably going to expand it as well. So, I mean, I could, like, just expand this. So it's all one building again. And then do the fusion reactor and the plasma turbines right here. Or I could do, like, a separate thing. Anyway, long story short, I think... I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this here, or do I actually want to bring it into the base and have it kind of like this will be the center of my power gen, like all right here in the middle of the base, in this building, and then branch out from here. I'm not going to break it down right now, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Instead of coming out and along into all these separate buildings, I would maybe have all the power going into that, kind of like right here, and then branching out into the things. I don't know. I haven't quite decided. The one little complaint I have is this: I built this too close. I put this too close to that building. I should have been like back here. And I don't want to move all this stuff. I don't think I am going to move any of this. So that is just my one kind of thing. I wish this was wider. If I put a pathway down here, like this will be the main power coming in, and then we will branch off this way and that way. It feels too close to that building, but maybe not. Right now we're gonna leave it, but I did build this out over here, and this is gonna be my distillation tower. I'm gonna have 4 large chemical reactors distilling the fuel, and then we will be cracking the heavy fuel version and then putting it into the distillation tower there. Now all those tanks are probably going to be over there. They won't be in this building. Maybe I don't know. It does take up a lot of room. There is what, 8, 9, 12, 11 3x3s. That is quite a big blueprint. To be honest, I'm kind of thinking that maybe it would be cool to do this. I mean, I think it looks so cool, but I'm just making my life so much more difficult, to be honest, by doing it with these instead of just quantum tanks. Because I could just see how much is in it. It's so easy to, like, see, and then eventually I could upgrade these. And they're quite easy to build, to be honest. It's just each of these blocks is like two of whatever material, so I don't know. I haven't fully decided on this. I'm not going to break all this down. I'm going to break all this down, and because I'm not using it at the moment, we are using that for power, so I'm not using the cetane diesel anymore. I'm not going to move this though. So let me break all this down. I'm going to move it over there, and then we will move on. Okay, there we go. I think that is pretty good. I don't have the mixer heavy fuel set up. the diesel setup yet. Just because like I said, I'm not using it at the moment for power, so I'm not. I have a whole bunch that I used or made. Okay, I don't have that much left actually. I thought I had like 700 buckets. I only have like 180 something. But yeah, I'm not using it right now, so that should be good. So I'm just chucking all this stuff in the AE system. I don't even know how. Yeah, we filled up that. I have 3 empty drives, so we're good for now. But yeah. So I emptied all that out. And we got more stuff. I didn't even... This was... I think this was the output. It's over there, I think, if I remember. But we can break all this down. It feels good, actually, cleaning up a lot of this stuff. Now, still have quite a bit on this power line. I was kind of hoping I could get rid of this, but I'll just leave it for now. This needs to get broken down as well. But that gives us quite a bit of room. Like I said, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those yet. Alright, I would like to continue with probably another multi-block. I think the... we're going to need to... I've been kind of delaying doing this one. I think I have everything. I can't remember if there is something... Is it these? These are quite a bit of a pain. Molten silicon carbide. Alright, that's easy. Was it? It's like... This ExxonMobil chemical plant requires a whole ton of tungsten steel, wasn't it? I think that's what it was. But that was for the fuel. Alright, let me decide what I want to do here. Okay, I do think I am actually going to go for... I think the wire mill will be my next multi-block I want to get done here. That is relatively easy. This doesn't even require any... crazy alloys. This probably does, though. No, it doesn't. Just blue steel. Alright, this is like super easy. Alright, this... That... Pretty sure that used to require something crazy. I don't remember. Okay, so wire mill, definitely going to get that today. Also, I think I want to upgrade my mass fabricator. Now, we crafted this up a very long time ago, and it is just slowly chugging along. It's just LV. We only have 4,000 for as long as it's been going. I don't even know how many episodes. We're only up to 4 buckets of UU matter. So I think I also want to upgrade that at least, probably HV, I think. Yeah, I think it's definitely time for that. This is... I think that's niobium too, isn't it? Double niobium. Yeah. And IV circuits. So that is about as difficult as I want to get at the moment. But we do have all that niobium titanium, so that is good. Have everything else? Do we have quantumized yet? We did radon. We did radon in this box. I remember that. I don't think I have a... That's really... Oh, I have some radon. I have some in there, it looks like. Yeah. Alright, that is actually enough for these two, isn't it? Yeah. I would like to get that automated, though. Radon is pretty annoying. If you do it this way, It's very, very slow, but you get the plutonium back. You don't get the uranium-238 back. So it's kind of like one tiny pile of uranium gets you 100 radon. Eventually, yeah, I don't really want to do the decayed thing. Radioactive sludge. I think eventually we get it from... Oh, it looks like we can get it from... I haven't looked at this stuff, to be honest. So I don't really know. I don't know the best way to get matter. There is the amplifier, too. Maybe that is something to think about. I didn't craft that up originally, and that's actually really easy to craft up. Alright, so first, wire factory. Let me get all this going. And I don't think the wire mill requires any... No, just some motors. That's really easy. I don't remember where we got those 4 motors, but I think we got it from a... Didn't we get that from a loot bag? Which I should probably get the rest of those loot bags, because I have quite a lot. I have 5. I could do it because I have the thing set up over there for it. I'm just going to use that for now. And then, yeah, let me do this and we'll be back. Alright, there is the wire factory. I have the input bus, output bus, muffler, EV hatch, maintenance hatch. Got my interface for it. And I have fully automated this. It does say 32. Whoops, I lied. I have not fully automated the rose gold bit. I think this one is the 2. Yeah. EV is the circuit of 2. My IV is the circuit of 1. All right, so is that it? Yeah, there we go. All right. Quite a lot of steel for all the blue steel that we're going to need, but we'll let that go. What is it, 248? We're going to have to wrap up. Blue steel, it takes like 1 second in there. So that is good. All right, so now that we have a bit more room, and again, all this stuff is going to be moved. But until I get a place for all these multi-blocks, which will probably... I'll probably put a bunch of them together, is what I'm thinking. I did that originally. Now I think this is a 3x3 right? Controller, front, center. Where's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good, I think. And then bus, output bus on the same side. I don't think there's any reason not to, except for I have all sorts of craziness underneath. I can get rid of all this anyway. So I think it will be fine, but we'll put the input bus, output bus together. Muffler hatch goes top, back. Does say any casing. I don't know about that. Ooh, it's blue. That's that. 1, 2. Yeah, let's put it there, I think. Then the question is, the heck am I gonna power this? I need to, I'll just break all this down. Off here is really where I need it to be. I'm really kind of back here, aren't I? This is going to be moved. All this is going to be done. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the back. I guess I could put it right there. Oh, I can't. All right. I'll leave it right here. We'll do that, I think. I'll get that sorted. So that's how big it is. Guess we'll do... Did I do that under there? And then we will pipe out the output into there. I think it was good. How is this going on? I mean, that's... I mean, it's still a few minutes, isn't it? Even if it's 1 second, I have 200 and something. So, quite a few minutes. Okay, I actually needed 4 more than the 32. Now, I haven't formed this, so I don't know if this is going to actually form. Yes, all right, cool. It's always like that moment. You're like, did I do this right? And then it forms and you're like, ah, there we go. Okay, so what I have done, I've broken this down. I need to get rid of this. I'm working on it, this line, because this is just causing all sorts of annoyingness with my other tiers of power. But yeah, so I've connected that, and then I had to run this kind of funny because this was in the way. So we're working on it. But we can... Oh, I need the thing there. I think the Electrum item pipes seem to be... Okay, I probably want a bigger one. That I don't know, we'll check that out. It doesn't... Like, 1 stack every 2 seconds is like... That's actually pretty fast. And I was for... Well, I'll just move everything over, basically. I don't think there's like any reason not to move this stuff over. Got to grab the... I should be doing it from the top, otherwise it all ends up on the ground. You do that. So I think I haven't looked at all the recipes, but there shouldn't be anything that we can't do in there. There was one, but I think it was the borosilicate that can only be done in... Or you can do it in a wire mill, but it's better in an extruder, if I remember. Yeah, you get 8. Glass fiber, that's what I was trying to say. The glass fiber, it's 4 in a wire mill or 8. But I don't think I put that in there, so no, I don't know why I would do something like that. Alright. I think we're good. I can actually probably break that and use it for something else at this point. Now, the thing that I was using tons and tons of wires for are these these ones. Like if I need 2 of these for... Most of these require 2 circuits. It requires like 176 fine electrum. So if we do 1,000, say 100, should be fine. Now I have hooked this up, so if this doesn't work, and I void a whole bunch of this, maybe a little bit sad. But I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, see that tiny little electron pipe, it is plenty fast enough. All right, did we just do like 100? I think we just did like 100 and yep. Ah, that's amazing. All right, wire mill. I probably should have gotten that faster earlier because the I forgot about that. What? Yeah, but the wire mill and the arc for oh, I'm running low on. I've never hooked this up to my oxygen, which is something I want to do, but I haven't done it because I want to upgrade this to HV, at least HV. Can I do that? I mean, this is super. Oh, it's the graphite. That's the annoying bit, but that's not even a problem anymore. All right, so there is the advanced wire mill. Next thing. That was really quick. That I swear that took me about 20 minutes to craft up that whole multi-block. I should have done it way earlier. I didn't realize it didn't require any of the alloys from there, so I could have done it 30 episodes ago. I could put the arc furnace right there, actually. I have a couple empty spaces that I've replaced the things. I really want the bending machine. That's probably another one that's going to be industrial press, I think it is. Yeah. That is a lot of titanium. What do the things cost? Yeah, that's a lot of. Actually, I have 200. I think titanium. I could probably do that pretty soon. Anyway, I think we want to do this now. The advanced. Let me craft this up. Shouldn't be too difficult. Does that just take? Let's take EV tier, but I mean that's not. And this is 4. So I need 6 EV tier. Okay, that's actually going to take a little while to craft up. Let's do the this one first, because that is actually 8 IV is gonna take a while. I haven't done these yet, of course, because I didn't have a chemical reactor for that. Actually, let's do that right now. We need, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I need molten glowstone, but I do have a chemical reactor now. This is a chemical reactor that can do that. Did I ever hook this up? Did not actually hook this up for... This was for... I did this for... Was it iridium? Is that why I put this here? Osmium? Iridium? It might have been iridium. So maybe we should... Let's do... Because I could actually upgrade a few things here. Maybe I'll put them like this. It's very, very slow. These recipes are actually really slow in this. So maybe I could throw them in there along with this. Question is, how do I want to go about dealing with the fluid that we need? And the raw carbon fibers, I actually don't have these. Yeah, I don't have these automated yet because I don't have molten epoxide 100% automated. I usually just craft up 2 stacks at a time and it lasts me for a very long time. So the carbon fiber, actually I have 16 right here. I don't remember. Must have just chucked a few stacks of carbon. I have tons of carbon. I just don't want to automate it with multi-polyethylene until I get this stuff like 100% automated. Because that's like 4-2. That's a 1-1, and then this is a 1-2, but we are nowhere near that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just... Let's make a recipe for it. And then... I'll think about how I want to do that. Now, with the glowstone, do we want to do that? If I do it this way... You know what? I could just... do like this. Oh, I'm thinking I probably should just have the output bus over here. Otherwise, I'm running unnecessary cables. Man, sometimes the... oh, that's the EV energy hatch. Alright. Or why not? Up here. Yeah, sometimes this thing breaks too fast. They want to break that other one over there. Alright. You don't really need to... Well, I guess you do. If you want to auto up with the fluid, you have to do that. What's under here? There's got to be... I mean, we're close to it right here. Do I want to just run... This is going to look terrible. Change of plan. Right, I am taking over this. I'm taking over this chemical reactor, which is actually made for something else. But when I fully automate that platinum line, we're going to be building and build more anyway. All right, so like this. Is that what I want to do? I kind of want to output that. All right, one last change of plan. Output bus, input bus, ME interface. That right there. That right there. We'll melt down a bunch of glowstone. And I actually have tons of glowstone from... I could even throw more in there. Oh, we do a stack. From all my... this stuff. Where are we? Yeah. 3,000? Is that right? I have 3,000 glow flowers. Just from that running permanently. Alright. So basically, we'll just throw that in there, and we'll just... I guess we'll keep this in here. Eventually, this will probably just be kept full of glowstone permanently. Alright, so I think that will... should work, right? And this... it acts like a clean room. We are at EV. There's 60 seconds. Alright, I haven't automated those either. Man, I really want the processing factory, but that is difficult. The red is random, isn't it? Is it green? Man, I already forgot. Diamond. Yeah, the ruby res is the RAM. Alright, so yeah, usually I just chuck a bunch in there because, like I said, I don't have... If I just had this auto up inputting in the wrong lens, then I wouldn't have got the right stuff. How did I end up with 16? I ended up with 16 electrum. I don't remember. Right, did we finish that? Yeah, we did. Alright, so there we go. Let's try that again. Double check that it works. Probably need to hit this to turn it on. Yeah. All right, cool. So that is working. Right, so let me finish the whatever. And I'll start working on the mass fabricator to upgrade that as well. That's going to take a minute, though, to get these. I mean, I can start doing recipes for these. I'm sure we're going to need these field generators again. That is not the one I want. So go. Ooh, I'm low on. Oh, no, I crafted up some patterns because I knew I was getting low. Just curious. Ooh, what are those things called? Field generator. What are we looking at with that? I mean, yeah, look how expensive this is. Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with that. I guess I can just do... Don't want to waste... We'll just do polyethylene. That's wasting... I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay, there is the Amplificator. I also added more recipes for pipes and rings and all sorts of stuff in there. So we are good. Also, I decided to... I'm actually going to... Probably, at least for now, until we get into crazy large amounts of things, I'm going to do the circuit boards, the finished ones, the other ones, and that they'll all be in here. So glowstone, sulfuric acid, and iron chloride, and then I will we'll get that automated. I think I'll do that. Eventually, though, we'll probably be crafting up too many circuits to have them on the same one. So just something to think about. All right, the advanced Amplificator. Now I don't remember. Don't we feed this like... I actually don't know if we're going to be producing enough stuff for this, to be honest. I could feed it... Yeah, it doesn't take stuff like cobble. But if I feed it like wood or something from a farm, I think that would... When I actually do that, I even have, 16,000 saplings. Oh, it's scrap, of course. What am I talking about? What are we talking about? I gotta get a recycler. Okay, recycler is actually pretty cheap. Yeah, it's the recycler that you put this stuff in. Wonder if I can... Don't have a great place to put this stuff. Actually, we just finished with this wire mill. Or the chemical reactor. Do this. I will save this sulfuric acid. Break that. Break that, because there's no recipe in it. Alright. So, let's just at least get this going. And so I can see how many things. So, recycler has a % chance to turn into scrap. Now, it'll burn cobble, but it'll never produce scrap because it's blacklisted. Just because cobble's too easy to make. But maybe, yeah, like a farm, but it's not the greatest of things. But basically, we can do this. Output into there, and then once it gets 9, it produces one tiny little bit of UU amplifier. So I mean, you don't get a lot of this, but if you're just feeding this and it's running permanently, you can do okay with that. So eventually, I'm going to have this fully automated, but I would like to get the mass fabricator built. Now that is going to take me a hot minute. So I have a whole bunch of magnetite. I just haven't processed it. And I don't think I have... Yeah, I'm just going to have to do these manually until I don't want to craft up more precision laser engravers that are in the clean room. And the double niobium. I'll probably... Yeah, I guess we... I don't have a thing for that, actually. The double niobium... Like I could do 2. I think I can in here. I don't think any of those require, none of this requires a 1, except for the springs. That requires a 1. All right, I'll just do this for this. What did we need? Like 8? It should work, right? Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. Let me finish crafting this stuff up, and we will get this. I actually don't know how much amps it's going to pull, actually. The amplifier is just 1. Okay, that actually wasn't too terrible. It did take a little while to do all these circuits, just because they do take quite a long time. So, yeah, we got our advanced mass fabricator. I did have one little issue, which I thought was kind of weird, is all of a sudden the cutting factory wasn't working. Every time I would enable it, it would use up one of the wafers, the random wafers, and then it would shut off, and I could not figure what the heck was going on. I moved the energy hatch. I had everything disconnected except for the battery buffer going directly in it. It would still happen. And I realized the muffler was like facing like that, but I hadn't touched that since I had built the cutting factory. And it was working before, but all of a sudden, like, it just wasn't working anymore. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. So I removed that to face upwards, and then it was working again. So I don't know why it was working. It was working before. I don't know. I had crafted many circuits on the thing, but yeah. I don't know. That was just weird. I couldn't. It took me a little while to figure out what the heck was going on. I didn't even think about the muffler. But, all right, so we got our mass fabricator. Now, I need to... I think this pulls a decent amount of power. I am just going to throw it up here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and... I want to grab that one little... the one little thing of... Actually, you know, I could probably... You know what? I'm going to take this because I'm probably going to place these all kind of together. Now, I don't know like the best ratio. I could end up having like, you know, 12 recyclers, 1 amplifier, or like 4 of those and 1 of those. I don't know quite yet what we are going to look at, but basically, I don't need that going. I don't need any of this anymore, which is just feels pretty good. Getting rid of all this stuff. Yeah. I was like, I'll just throw some of this in here for the time being because I want this out of the way. I love how it's doing the experience sound. All right, there we go. So I don't actually know how much power this is going to pull. I'm just going to throw it on the thing now. I don't think it's... I don't think I can pull... Yeah, that's 12 amps. We only have 9 in there. So this isn't going to like burn up cables or anything. But it should. 10 amps. Man, is that going to pull 10 amps? And I don't have 10 amps. I only have 9. So that is actually not going to run the way I have that set up, I don't think. I mean, 10 amps of HV isn't a problem anymore, but let's do... Man, I don't want to have to craft up another. why don't we... Oh, is that HV? Or is that MV? Oh, that is an HV battery. If I just throw a battery in it, will that work? But I don't know if that's gonna... I don't know if that would actually... Oh wait, it's working. Did it just take a second to figure itself out? Is that what it was? Alright, well that's not... I don't know. Okay, it's working. It's 40 seconds instead of... What does it say? Probably uses 1,000. Alright, that's just 2 amps of HV. I don't know. I think maybe it just took a second to figure out, but I don't know. So I guess we would do that and like that. And I hate that. I hate that sound, the creeper sound when I am placing stuff down. All right. So there. And then if I put that in there, they'll go much quicker. Yeah, as we can see it. So I will have to set this up. I'm glad I got that sped up. It's only 10 seconds as opposed to 40. So it is 4 times as fast. So yeah, I think I'm going to feed it. I think the logs is probably the easiest because I can set up a farm that just farms like so much of that. But all right, I'll look into that. So got a mass fabricator. I actually got a lot of stuff moved. Finally, we're getting that sorted out. I just need to figure out where the heck I'm putting that. If I'm leaving it there or am I moving it? But yeah, I feel like we're finally making some progress with multi-blocks and all sorts of stuff. But and I really got to start looking into that because I need a tier 3 rocket. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.